What's going on, guys? I'm Jay the Black. Salute to everyone that's tuning in. I want to talk about Freddie Gibbs, man. Rapper Freddie Gibbs is getting roasted all over social media due to a woman that he was dating, that he got pregnant, and according to her, he ghosted her. Now, people are looking at it as maybe, he's embarrassed by her past because apparently there's a video that DJ Akademiks shared where he was mocking Freddie Gibbs because this woman was talking about, her lifestyle as a adult film star and how she was filming scenes while she was pregnant. Now that is very embarrassing. Like, you can date who you want to date, is what it is. He's tried to laugh it off before. He was laughing it off this time when this video went viral. And she's talking about in graphic details in this interview about how, she was out here getting double teamed while she was pregnant, taking one Johnson and another Johnson, right? And DJ Akademiks shared this video, man. And this thing is going viral. He's mocking him. They've been having their issues back and forth. And DJ Akademiks wasted no time in sharing this post. Now, again, I'm not one of these people to sit here and play the moral police, but we have to look at it for what it is. This man obviously wasn't that comfortable with the woman because he's not wifing her up. He's leaving her as a single mother, at least for right now, even though Freddie Gibbs has talked about how he's on good terms with his other baby mother that I spoke about when he had issues with her. I'll link that video in the description box. She had a lot to say about Freddie Gibbs. It looks to me like dude had he had second thoughts about wifing her up and decided that it wasn't the best thing to do. So she's outing him and putting him on blast for ghosting her. See, I don't think he was as comfortable wifing her up as he wanted people to believe because he was getting mocked for it. And I just think that he was just never really comfortable with it, because if he was, he wouldn't have ghosted her like he did. Now let's get into this complex article. It says, in an extensive Twitter thread shared on Thursday, Freddie Gibbs' ex-girlfriend Destiny Fox has put the rapper on blast for allegedly ghosting her after she found out she was pregnant. See, again, if this is true, the reason why he did it is because he wasn't as comfortable with her being an adult film star and being the mother of his child as he wanted people to believe. So y'all remember when I dated Freddie Gibbs, right? Wrote Destiny, who goes by the name Fit Mommy, alongside a photo of the two of them together. Well, let's talk about it. So Freddie and I met in 2020 when he slid into her DMs on Instagram. And for the record, he always knew I did adult films and was very supportive. After we made it official, blogs started posting about us. We didn't care. We were just having fun. Well, obviously, she must think differently now, because it seems to me what she's trying to convey is that he got cold feet about being in a relationship with her long term and having a baby with her and having sort of like this family, right? Not long after they made their relationship official, they went on a trip to Europe together. And as she put it, everything was great. They got so serious, in fact, that they openly spoke about having a baby together. She said, I'm ugly without it. She said, I'm ugly without you. I'm ugly without you. I really ain't shit without you, Gibbs wrote in a screenshot of an iMessage chat with Destiny. I'm just an N-word. I'ma make you proud. I love you. So she's sharing all this because, again, you know why she's sharing this? She's sharing this because she wants the world to know that Freddie Gibbs was okay with her lifestyle. But obviously she feels like Freddie Gibbs got cold feet and decided, I don't want to have a family with you. This is why you don't wife up adult film stars. If you know that you don't want to be married to her in a long-term relationship with her, definitely have no child with her. Do he think that somebody else got her pregnant? Following their trip to Europe, Gibbs got jumped in Buffalo, New York when he was out with Destiny. The incident she is referring to is when Gibbs was caught on video in May 22nd getting jumped by several men who were allegedly associated with rapper Benny the Butcher. Everything was good until we got jumped in Buffalo, she wrote alongside a screenshot of her fighting off people. Fighting off people in the clip. That day really changed everything for me. I ended up having to get a prescription for Xanax because I was so paranoid. I was having nightmares. It was horrible. Around that time, she also said apparently received threatening voice memos from one of his baby mamas whom she hadn't even met. I remember this. This is crazy. But I mean, that's the thing. Like when you were in the city of somebody that you're having beef with, you got to be careful out here, man. These dudes are all about clout and getting attention. She explained they kept the relationship going despite the upset of the Buffalo incident. They even went to Hawaii for his 40th birthday in June last year, and his mother tagged along. By December, however, Destiny found out she was pregnant. She said that when he told her about this, his tone, I guess he meant to say when she told him about this, his tone immediately changed. And these are the messages here. Listen, what this tells me is that Freddie Gibbs was not as comfortable about this. Maybe the Buffalo situation changed things. Maybe the Buffalo situation made him reevaluate that relationship. Or maybe it was other things. You know, this is a guy who's 40. You know, he could be somebody that's kind of going through sort of like that midlife crisis or close to being there. And he still wants to be out here. He wants to be, you know, considered like one of these rappers, like these young rappers. Let's be real about this, you know? And he's beefing with this person. He's beefing with that person. And that can take a toll on anybody. Maybe it took a toll on him. Maybe it made him look at this situation, people mocking your girl, you're getting jumped, chain getting taken from you. Maybe in that situation, he felt like he needed to distance himself, or maybe he blamed her for some of these things. I don't know. It could be like that. But to me, if you truly wanted to be with her and you were okay with her lifestyle, then what happened? She has this Twitter thread up because she's trying to get your attention because, you know, she feels like you don't want to be with her like that and have a child with her because of her past. Which again, Freddie, if you weren't comfortable with her past, just say that. Like if you were just in a situation where you're just chilling, having fun, because that's what he probably saw it as. He probably saw her as just a short-term girlfriend, or just a girlfriend to have fun with, not really somebody you want to take seriously. But this is why when you have an unprotected relations with people, pregnancies can happen. And obviously pregnancy happened in this situation, and maybe Freddie just wasn't up for it. This prompted a confused reaction from her because they had spoken about having a child together prior to her finding out she was pregnant. Shortly after this, we had to go to Australia, and I could tell that he was still avoiding the conversation, she wrote. It was a 2-week tour, but I decided to leave after 1 week. I needed to get home, find out how far along I was. When he got back home, he told her that he wasn't ready for a child. She believed that she was 9 weeks pregnant when she asked if he wanted her to get an abortion, which she told him would be the end of their relationship too. It's funny how a lot of these women are pro-abortion until it's them. They having that child. They ain't thinking about no abortion. He cried. I cried. That was the end of that, she wrote. I went to the abortion clinic thinking I was about 9 weeks pregnant. I get there and the doctor lets me know I'm closer to 12 weeks. And I saw our little baby moving around and I knew that I couldn't go through with it. After we broke up, I turned his phone off because I was paying his phone bill. Freddie, you had this chick paying your phone bill. Man. That ain't a good look, bro. If this is true, now this is coming from her. But bro, if she was paying your phone bill, that's crazy. Did she have a good phone plan? Like, she have Freddie Gibbs on that family plan? Like, what's going on here, man? After that, he never checked in with her about her visit to the abortion clinic and didn't even call her to check if she went through with it. I just simply never heard from him again. She continued. I've reached out to him, his manager, his assistant, and no one will respond. I feel like I've done my part. I kept it real, and this is the thanks I get. Noted. I no longer want a response. No bad blood. I'm going to be just fine, but I had to speak my truth. Once again, people, this looks to me like a guy that never wanted to really wife this chick up. I don't think he was really serious about wifing her up. I think that she might have thought that maybe because they were together and they were having fun, she thought that that meant that he wanted to have a family with her. But Freddie didn't want to have no family with her. Freddie was not interested in that. Freddie was interested in kicking it. And I think that maybe now she realized that. She realized that Freddie was not interested in making a family with her. I mean, this woman has done a lot of graphic stuff out here, man. And Freddie wasn't with that, man. Deep down, I think it bothered him. It would bother any man if there's videos and posts of your chick getting double teamed, man. Like, you know, we're not talking about videos from the past. We're talking about recent videos. That would bother anybody. This chick was pregnant out here doing the most. I mean, that would bother any man, right? So we have to take that stuff into consideration. And maybe Freddie, I believe he had a change. He's like, man, she pregnant. What am I going to do, man? I don't really want to be with her like that. I don't think Freddie really wanted to be with her like that. He was having fun with her. She was his Amber Rose to his Kanye, right? You know, she had the whole blonde buzz cut going. That's what it was. That's all he saw it as. She saw it as something different. She thought that Freddie was her come up. And then Freddie had to sort of say, nah, I don't want to be with you like that. That's what that was. A lot of you women who chase rappers, you got to understand that the majority of them do not want to wife you up. The majority of them just see you as something to screw, to have fun with, nothing long term. And I think that because she thought that she was pregnant. Now, again, it is messed up that he would get her pregnant and didn't want to be with her like that. That's why I say the accountability needs to be, I would say, mostly on Freddie Gibbs' shoulder, because Freddie Gibbs chose her. You chose her. You wifed her up. You were okay with her doing what she was doing. Why change? Why have a change of heart now because she's pregnant? Accept this. She is the mother of your child. Now that's pending the paternity test. If they haven't had it already, or if they're going to have it, if they're going to have it because she's pregnant. He's the father in this situation. So you're going to have to step up, bro. You chose to have a relationship with this female. You can't sit here and back down now because people are mocking you on social media for this. Now let's look at what Freddie Gibbs said in response. Now he tweeted this in response, says, I ain't got no phone. And then he's laughing out loud, you know. He's been in a similar situation before. His ex-girlfriend, Raven Tatum, which I have a video in the description box with my response to, claimed that he took a restraining order against her because following their separation. I'm over here chilling, raising our son, and I wake up to my government name being called out on your album. She wrote on Twitter last year, says, you got a new baby mama and a new girlfriend. Talk about them hoes. Leave me out of it, please. Right? You dudes have no discipline. And you wonder why these women are taking you to the cleaners for child support. A lot of you guys got to do better. Freddie, you're 40. At some point, you're going to have to clean this shit up, man. Because ultimately, the majority of the accountability is on your shoulders, not her. You chose to be with her. You chose to have unprotected relations with her. You got her pregnant, bro. So you're going to have to help figure this out. You have to help figure this out, man. Because you did at one point. You really was into her. You really liked her. So let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And I'll see y'all next one.